Did I ever mention that I really appreciate you guys? Wow, thank you guys so much for being so supportive and loving on this channel. I'm gonna try to keep on trying to make more stuff for you guys. But I think it's time for me to reveal a little bit about myself, throw my cards on the table, expose a little peek into the life of the young panda. I live in the Inland Empire of Southern California. I won't get too specific, I'll tell you this much though. I definitely don't live in the Big Bear Alpine Zoo or anything. Where would you get that idea? Oh, how about that? Right there. But anywho, anybody who lives anywhere near me should know this voice.
Yeah, and we're going to connect with all people and call in. It's a live show, and we really do the dedications.
So for y'all poor saps that aren't aware, this is Art Laboe, longtime DJ and radio personality, but most importantly, the creator and voice of the Art Laboe Connection, a request show focused specifically on dedications of love songs from the 60s and 70s. So any given Sunday in my childhood, I'd be in my grandmother's backyard running around with my cousins while my aunts and uncles drank Coronas and Bud Light, and my grandpa cooked us up some ribs, tri-tip chicken, carne asada, and this would be blasting from the radio.
Why do I keep my mind on you all the time? And I don't even know.
Hearing Art Laboe's beautiful white voice read off a dedication clearly written by a cholo to his Jaina, followed by Barbara Mason's Yes I'm Ready, was one of the key aspects of growing up in the Inland Empire. So because of the heavy Latino fan base of the Art Laboe Connection, there was a lot of Chicano rap mixed in with these songs, like Lil Rob, Baby Bash, and MC Magic. Regardless, it all attributed to the Cali summer vibes I was molded by. But unfortunately, after the housing crisis, recession, and the increase in personal devices, my family doesn't get together nearly as much as they used to. So that means no more Sunday barbecues, no more grandma's backyard, and no more 92.3 Art Laboe Connection, leaving a massive piece of my soul gone as well. But something recently has reawakened that piece. Cuco is an LA Chicano dream pop artist, and the first thing I noticed in his music was influence from old classic love songs and Chicano rap. His song We Had to End It features this dreamy synthesizer, relaxed guitar plucks, and this sad trumpet that is so reminiscent of older sad Hispanic love songs. But then he starts singing, and his vocal tone is more akin to something like Panda Bear from Animal Collective, which separates the feel of it from just being an oldie homage. Cuco's most popular song, Lo Que Siento, has a chorus that sounds just like it could have some cholo artwork over it, with the bells chiming, but his verses add this flux of modernity that makes the song its own entity and not just a reference. Same with his lo-fi mixing that makes it sound like it could have some purple VHS Simpsons footage over it. So essentially, a lot of his songs are this aesthetic right here.
It's your song.
His song CRV has no instrumentation that harkens to the older generations of music, but it fits in well with the rest of his discography because of his old school vocal rhythms.
Riding down the street in my Honda SUV.
When I first heard his music, it just filled that piece of my soul that was yearning for chill, romantic vibes with a warm glow instead of a purple haze created by Erie's Her and Joji and things like that. A certain relaxation took over my body as I laid in my bed in my warm room texting a cute panda girl. Cuco seems to be playing with influence from classics mixed with modern lo-fi hip-hop trends in a way that makes me not simply reminded of an old feeling, but am pulled into a new feeling which satisfies the piece of me that loved the songs of my youth. Artists like Cage the Elephant are super great, but they try to capture an old sound without as much subtlety, lowering the vocal quality and whatnot. Bruno Mars's tour through the decades is really fun, but that becomes the thesis of those songs. This is the 70s song, this is the 80s song, this is the 90s song. That's what is taken away from the experience. When I see Stranger Things, I can't strip away the fact that it's trying to be like an 80s movie. So the value of the show is far more attributed to the things it's referencing more than the show's own merits. This is something that plagues the movie industry, but at least in music, I'm noticing this really positive wave of artistry taking older influence and making something completely fresh and new. We're living in a time where nostalgia is the leading force behind a lot of decisions in the media. Stranger Things, the It reboot, well fucking reboots in general, and just a general influx of things made to feel like they come from an older, more simple time. We have a yearning for the charm of the past, a time with less self-awareness, a time of innocence and genuinity.
It takes us to a place where we ache to go again.
But I think nostalgia is running out of steam. Most of the time, the choices made are in service of getting people to pay for what they know they already like. And it often is at the cost of something that was pure and genuine and classic. This cynicism is just maddening for me and a lot of other people. But when I hear people like Cuco, Caliucci's, Rex Orange County, Chance the Rapper, and a lot of people making lo-fi hip-hop, I hear artists trying to create something brand new and beautiful. Of course, it's not a new thing. This is the job of a musician. They are the carriers of the vibe, always needing to be taking it forward, but also needing to get influences from the vibes of the past. Cuco's music seems to be almost made for the people in my area in a way that the lo-fi hip-hop playlist listening soft boys and sad girls of my generation can get those old classic feels in the new world of today's music. So all I really wanted to say to Cuco is, good job. So if you excuse me, I'm gonna go throw my headphones back on, lay down, and text back my hyena.